It is Tuesday, the 16th of July, 2024. My name is Pigeon Rose, and this is my song of the day. Today we're talking about an artist who I often forget about because there's like one specific album that I love, and I've listened to their other stuff, but it's that one album that it's one of my favorite albums of all time. I just forget about it so often because I'm used to listening to artists on shuffle, or listening to a discography and then having a best of playlist. But I don't think I have a best of playlist for this artist because I mostly just listen to this one album, and it's every time I listen to it again, I'm like, this album is so fucking good start to finish. One of the best albums ever made, objectively. Come at me. Oh man, can't even articulate it. Just such a fucking good album. And so we're finally going to talk about this band so we can talk about the various songs in this album. The band is Broken Social Scene. They're a Canadian band. They are a collective. There's kind of different members at different times. The two main guys are Kevin Drew and Brendan Canning. They've also frequently featured Feist and Emily Haynes from Metric, among other people. And the album I'm talking about is their 2002 album, You Forget It in People. I highly recommend it. If you like any kind of music, rock music preferably, but if you like music, listen to this album. It's so fucking good. The song we're talking about today is the song Cause Equals Time. And I don't know if it's my favorite overall on the album. My favorite on the album is probably Lover's Spit or Anthems for a 17-Year-Old Girl. But Cause Equals Time is... it just has such great energy. Obviously, you're gonna know what I mean when we listen to it, but it's such a perfect song, even if the lyrics are kind of obscure at times. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna listen to it now and then come back in a few minutes and talk about it. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Doesn't that song just get you going? No, I do want to talk about the energy of this song because it happens at a really interesting part of the album. I've talked here about how much I care about album sequencing. This album notably goes through a few different styles. It doesn't really settle on a particular genre. There's certain parts of the sound that are consistent, obviously, because it's a band, but it does change up quite a bit. What I find really interesting is a song like this, in isolation, I would think maybe second track on an album. It has that vibe where it's big, but it's not the biggest it could be, but it gets you pumped for the rest of the album. This song is 8th on the track listing of 13, by the way. So it's like about halfway, a little over halfway through. And that seems like really weird placement, but it actually makes a lot of sense to me because the song previous is Anthems for a 17-Year-Old Girl, which I mentioned earlier, and I will definitely cover at some point because it's great. But that song is this repetitive, slow, kind of trippy, female vocal led song, and this song following it feels like catharsis. You've got Anthems for a 17-Year-Old Girl going, used to be one of the rotten ones and I liked you for that, and then you just explode into the ding 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 of Cause Equals Time. It feels cathartic, and I really like its placing on the album because of that. And then it goes directly into late 90s bedroom rock for the Missionaries. It's so funny saying these track titles out of context. I mean, I did mention Lover's Spit earlier. There's also a song called I'm Still Your Fag, which is a very good song, but yeah, anyway. But yeah, no, I really like its placement there. But just in general, I love the feel of it because it's got this like relentless feel to it, and then at the end it goes into halftime. I always love when songs do that. It's cliche, but it's cliche for a reason. It works really well. In terms of the lyrics, I'm not going to have too much to say because the lyrics are a lot. And it's clear this song has kind of a statement about politics and political activism and following a cause, hence the title. But I go cross-eyed trying to figure out what the lyrics actually mean fully. But I'm just going to point out some specific things. I mean, saying fornication crimes instead of sex crimes is an interesting phrasing. I've seen your hope on television could be referencing televangelists. This is a mouth that needs religion, you know. They all want to love the cause. They all need to be the cause. They all want to fuck the cause. This kind of... It feels to me like the song is about kind of an obsession about following a cause without actually caring what the cause is. You just want to have a cause, right? They all want to love the cause. They all need to be the cause. They all want to fuck the cause. That's what it feels like the song is about to me. I could be completely wrong, but death of the author. Who cares? The lyric, I've been alone since 89, always stands out to me. Also, we've got a menstruate in disguise, really blindsides you in the second verse. Yeah, I don't have much to say about the lyrics. This is probably going to be a shorter episode because the lyrics are just kind of obscure to me for some reason. I just can't comprehend it fully. Ooh, kill the white within the bliss. There's the lyric for you. But musically is more how I wanted to talk about this song, because I just love how it sounds. The drum beat, such a good on-beat sound, really like a machine, you know. Just sounds perfect. And then in the halftime bit at the end, I really love the way the drums are. I really love the sound of it all, and the kind of just that whole outro section is so good with the strings and everything and weird electronic sounds and stuff. The music video also, it shows the band wearing like army clothes, like camouflage clothes, and the lead singer is wearing a gas mask, and the rest of the band are wearing paper bags over their head, which really makes me think of the movie poster for the movie Brief Interviews with Hideous Men. That's what that reminds me of. There's also someone dressed as Jesus who baptizes the singer at one point. You know, a lot of commentary on religion in this song as well. I feel kind of weird bringing this song because I don't really want to engage with the lyrics too much. I just can't. I just can't do it. But it's just such a fucking good song. I'm still bopping to it in my head. Completely different reason than like Lovely Day, but I do also love towards the end of they all wanna love the cause. God, I might honestly be finished talking about this. This is going to be another short episode. I just love the song. I wanted you to hear it. Please listen to the rest of the album. It's so fucking good. Yeah, thank you so much for listening. Please hit like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell anyone who will listen about this podcast. Recommend this album to people because it's so fucking good. You may have heard Anthems for a 17-Year-Old Girl in Scott Pilgrim, because that's how I heard it. Oh man, no, I'll save that for the Anthems episode. We'll get there. Thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you tomorrow.
Break it down.
Talk to girls. It's still stuck in my head.